Hi traders, this is Senior Account Manager Adam Howes hosting the Daily European Open webinar for this Friday, the 15th of September 2017. Just a short general advice warning before we begin. The following education session is not to be treated as personal advice. ForexCT provides general advice only that does not take into account your objectives, financial situation or needs. Trading FX and CFDs involves a substantial degree of risk and should only be undertaken with risk capital. Investors do not own or have rights to underlying assets. So we'll start off with the economic calendar. And big movers on the market last night. We saw a slight increase on the consumer price index year on year at 1.9% against 1.8% forecast, and 1.7 against 1.6% forecast for ex-food and energy. We're coming up to advanced retail sales tonight, 0.1% forecast, which is a very conservative figure. And then we have the USD, the University of Michigan Business Confidence, forecasted at 95%, a bit like an index there. So the market will really be paying attention to advanced retail sales. It's a very conservative number, so the previous was 0.6%. They're really expecting a much less figure at 0.1%. Anything more than that is likely to push the US dollar up, but how long or how wide that will be is really dependent on a whole host of other factors as well. Generally, economic sentiment out of the US has not been encouraging of late to support a stronger US dollar. We have continuing worries about tax reform and economic policy going through from the Trump administration. And we also have, obviously, the aftermath of the hurricanes that occurred last week as well. Put on top of that, the North Korea situation with the latest missile test occurring today, which has added worries to the market on an already weaker US dollar, and it doesn't really look that good for the US dollar in general. Gold's seen a bit of a resurgence as a result. Just take a quick look at our pairs tonight, from the AUD USD right through to the ASX 200. These are the daily technical pairs that you get twice a day to your inbox. Just go through a couple of forecasts here from the daily technical report today. So we have a selling pressure preferred on the AUD USD with targets of 79.80 and 79.55 in extension. We have the SPI 200 ASX under pressure. Short positions preferred with targets of 5681 and 5664 in extension. On the Euro US dollar, we have short positions preferred with targets of 1.1890 and 1.1865 in extension. GBP USD, we have further upside after the interest rate announcement last night, which saw a massive spike in the market. And we have further long positions preferred with targets of 1.3450, 1.3490 in extension. Saw that big spike on the pound last night, particularly against the CHF, for which a text alert was sent out, and obviously against the US dollar as well. So we'll just pause for a moment there and just have a quick look at that. As we can see, precisely at 2100, when the announcement came out, that's when we actually saw the big spike. The reason for that, even though they left rates on hold at 0.25%, historical lows, but we did get a bit of a stronger indication about a bit more of a hawkish stance towards further rate implementation. So we saw more board members obviously being a bit more hawkish about things on the generally on the GBP front. USD JPY heading down to the US dollar against the Japanese yen. We've got short positions preferred, targets of 109.85 and 109.50 in extension. GBP JPY, the bias remains bullish with targets of 148.35 and 149.10 in extension. Gold has a rebound in sight with long positions preferred with targets of 13.40 and 13.44 in extension. Crude oil, the bias does remain bullish with further targets of 50.20 and 50.50 in extension. So with all that information there, hopefully that's giving you some good data to operate on tonight. Remember, the key time tonight will be 22:30 for the advanced retail sales, so please watch the market closely at that time if you do have the chance. For the time being, if you need any clarification on the trading setups or economic announcements discussed, please forward your inquiries to your Forex CT account manager, and they'll be happy to assist you. In the meantime, thank you very much for your attendance. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday. Thank you.